This is my dream sugar house, yeah. And one guy asked me how long I'd been planning it. I said 40 years, so. My goal was to pick up, we needed some more room and another evaporator. Last year we were putting about 70,000 taps through with one evaporator, one filter press. And the old building was size-wise was 24 by 50. Way too small. We were moving syrup out of it as fast as we were making it. And it was just a chore, no heat in there, so it was very tricky to get done. Get your ROs washed, get your permeate dumped for the night before it would freeze. And so we decided to do a new facility where we can handle the capacity that we're at and more. So now we have two evaporators side by side. I did have two evaporators before, but they were 5 miles apart. So this is going to work a lot better. We'll have capacity to put the sap through on time and maybe get home at night. That's the goal. It's a big building, but if I move all my storage in and I need room for 35,000 gallons of syrup or so now, and it takes a lot of room. We'll have a kitchen, everything in here so we can, and meals will be cooked here for the help. It'll just be much more comfortable to operate. I like liter evaporator. I like liter evaporator equipment. I like American-made equipment to provide local jobs and stuff. And this is good equipment. And with the new pan washers and stuff, that was just what I was looking for. The difficulty with pushing the evaporators hard is keeping them clean. So with the new pan washing systems, we're going to be styling, as they would say, when it comes to cleaning versus what we had, you know. The ROs I had the ROs. That's one thing I did not have to purchase, but we purchased the tanks. I had tankers outside, insulated, trying to keep them from freezing. But now we brought everything inside. They're open top H2O tanks at 13,000 gallons apiece. There's 5 of them, so we have all our storage inside now, permeate, sap, concentrate, everything. So no longer battling the weather. We'll have the capacity to do around 400 gallons an hour of syrup. So that doubles my capacity here, which I needed to do just for what we're handling right now, let alone adding on. So if I was looking at 14 hours a day boiling now, if I want to, we can fire both up and cut that right in half. So we should be able to get in, get out, which will be nice.
We're with Damian and Brandon, and it's the first time in his brand new sugar house. We're testing and configuring 2 6x16 brand new evaporators with Freedom Pans, CIP and bubbler units, steamaways. And we actually have our team of experts here configuring the burners, so they're setting it up and making sure they work correctly. We're also tightening the fittings. We're checking all of the components of the evaporator, and then we're actually going to test boil right here today to make sure he's ready to go for the season.
So we've got the pans all set up, so now we're just going to go through it quickly and check each fitting to make sure that every fitting is tight.
We took out the retention head or combustion assembly, and we put in our low fire nozzle, adjusted the electrodes to the proper length for easy igniting, and now we're going to put in the high fire nozzle, which are all pre-selected based on the size of the rig and what you're doing for concentrate, and whether you have steamaways or preheaters and all of that. So there's our high fire. We just gotta tighten it in now. And that's basically it. 2 nozzles on this particular burner, igniters. And then all we're gonna do is slide it inside the casing. We hook up our ignition wires and plumb our lines back in. Combustion assembly back in. We want to make sure not to hit our CAD cell and knock it out, otherwise the burner will not run. Just slide it in like that. Clip it onto the adjuster bolt. Hook up our ignition wires. Back to the igniter. And then we can close the box.
Here, we're going to do a smoke test before using our combustion analyzer. That way we don't do any damage to it. So right now I'm looking at the oxygen level in there. So we're at about 4.1, 4.2. And our CO2 is 12.5. We want that between 11 and 13. So we're good there. So we're burning pretty clean. So now we'll do a draft reading, see what we're pulling. Negative 0.225. So that's pretty good. We'll compare it to the front pan. Means we're pulling the heat through the flues at a fairly good rate. And now we'll do a temperature reading. So we got about 750, 760. So I like that.
Hello everybody, I'm here at Damian Brennan Sugar House close to Fairfield. Really exciting to be here. Season is just starting, so we have behind me the 2 new 6x16 rig with Freedom Pan. State of the art in fact of energy. This place is amazing, you should look at it. It's really gorgeous, really impressive. So yeah, let's see what is it.